moving the body and all of that goodness. So you're gonna have your feet on the floor, your hands on the floor, and your knees are gonna come into a tabletop position for a moment. You're gonna open up your chest, kind of rolling those shoulders down your back. And I want to feel how your entire spine, each vertebrae, allows for a moment of kind of expanding for a second. It's almost like you're giving it space, and then you kind of reconnect it, make it a little bit smaller and stronger, and then bring it all back down to the floor. Great, so you're kind of just visualizing how your whole spine has like this amazing amount of space, right? It's like you might even be able to lengthen out a little bit longer, still walking your fingertips all the way down towards the edge of your mat. And then kind of exhaling, melting one more time, really connecting with that inside layer of muscle with your spine to know that they are working together for this next 55 minutes. Great, so we're gonna inhale, stretch up the legs for a moment and kind of separate them a little bit. So it's almost like a very small V. Great, then you're gonna squeeze them back together and just bend them. And this time you can bend them a little bit more. So you're gonna inhale, stretch them up, open them up a tiny bit to a V. Squeeze them back together. So again, it's like kind of just slowly giving your body a little bit of oxygen. We don't want to overdo it yet. Good, 2 more like this. So you inhale, stretch and open, just a small V. Exhale, bring the belly button back down, feeling how your hips are heavy. Feeling how, again, though, you feel lots of feeling today, that the body is waking up and the body does want to move. Great, let's add the arms to it. So you're gonna inhale the arms all the way up, open them up a little bit. And then exhale, squeeze back together, push down. Good, 4 more to go. So you're again, with these arms, we're not spaghetti arms, but we're not super active yet either. We're just kind of allowing for the arms to move with as much or as little resistance as they need at this moment. Good, 2 more. And then last time here. Excellent. You're gonna put the soles of your feet down on the floor, and I think we might be a little bit warm enough to start moving. Okay, so you're gonna walk your feet a tiny bit further away. Let's inhale the arms all the way behind you. Circle them around as you gently peel head, neck, and shoulders off of the floor. Wow, for your sit-up. Isn't that cool? Rocking and rolling. Shoulders down, arms long. You're gonna roll down for me, tapping the lower back. And then you're gonna exhale, come all the way up here. Great, we're actually gonna hinge back already, finding that difference between curling and hinging. And then you're gonna stack right back up. So we're kind of doing a hinge in between. Inhale, roll, tap. Exhale, engage and lift. Good, inhale, hinging back again, feeling where your sweet spot is between like, you're leaning back and holding it without stressing anything else, but you're still allowing for that reach forward. Good, 1 more time here. And then inhaling, hinging back for a sec. Great, and then kind of like pulling that belly button all the way up. Excellent, you're gonna open up your arms. I want you to bring your hands down by your side so that your fingertips are kind of like in this spidey position. And then you're gonna walk your hand, the right hand goes 1 step back, left hand goes 1 step back, and you sit back and hinge just a little bit. You might even slide your fingertips a tiny bit further back. I want you to feel that you're hinging, feel the engaging of the core, but your fingertips are there as your support system. Great, you're gonna open up your knees for me. Keep the insides of your feet together. As you inhale, lift up your feet, and then exhale, tap them down. Now, when you tap them down, think about just kind of placing maybe like 20% of the weight. So you're not completely reconnecting all the way to the floor. It's almost like a gentle love. Hello, I'm here, and then an exhale lift. Great, so you're inhaling, tapping, using the core to exhale lift. Great, 3 more. And again, you feel how you might even be able to like walk your fingertips a little bit further away. If you need to walk them further towards you, do that as well. Good, last time here. Super, I want you to extend your right arm, keeping that core fully engaged. That small move of being able to support yourself all the way here. Great, stack on up on 3, 2, 1, simultaneously opening up your knees, bringing the soles of your feet together. And again, you're gonna hinge forward this way for me now. So you're reaching, still bringing the core forward, lifting it up a little bit, reaching a tiny bit more, seeing if you can extend that spine. And then you're gonna exhale, stack on up. Good, 2 more times. So we're not actually curling forward necessarily. I want you to think of it more as like an extension reach forward. So the spine is somewhat straight, but the core is still lifted to allow for a little bit more reach. Great. And then exhale, coming back. Cool. Last time here. Inhaling, hinging forward, leaning, trying to keep that spine relatively straight. Bringing the core, inhaling a little bit further forward, exhaling, engaging the core, lifting it up a tiny bit more, seeing if you can find that extra bit of reach. Great. Inhaling a bit more, and then exhale, coming all the way back. Awesome. Squeeze those knees together. You're actually going to bring your hands underneath your knees for a moment. You're going to hinge back a little bit, stretching out those arms, and then I want you to bring your knees in. So you kind of find this lifted position. So you're going to stretch out the arms kind of actually to a somewhat straight position. And then you're going to exhale, bring them back and kind of bring the entire body up. So it's almost like a small V-sit position. So you're inhaling, stretching out, seeing where you can open up, and then exhale back. Great. So again, kind of warming up the core a little bit. Feels like a little bit of an inside hug. And again, just kind of bringing your awareness to where you feel tight at the moment. Where do you feel super strong? Where do you feel like you're ready to work a little bit more? Where do you feel like you don't want to work at all? And again, it's not a judging thing. It's simply just being like, oh, interesting, cool, I hear you. Good, 2 more to go. And again, while we do this extension here, I want you to really make sure that the shoulders stay all the way far down your back. You're gonna stay here for a moment. The knees are still gently bent. You're gonna reach out the right arm, reach out the left, and we hold here. Great, you're gonna bring the elbows in, reach out, and then open up and come right back. So you're inhaling, elbows back and reach. Exhale, open. Now, how far open you go is really up to you, but I want this shape of the head, the shoulders, the core, the hips, the legs to stay the same. So you open up as much as you can without shifting. Good, last 2. And don't be afraid to make nice, long, loud breaths. Your breath, your time. Feet go down, heels go into the floor. From here, you're gonna curl and then really articulate all the way down. 3, 2, and 1. That was great. Knees come in and open up. So again, finding this space, your chest is open, your arms are in this nice T shape for a moment. Good, soles of your feet are together. Now I want you to squeeze your knees a little bit up, keeping the soles of the feet together for a second. And then exhale, open up as you squeeze the arms to the top. Good, inhale, bring the knees up a little bit. Open up the arms, exhale, squeeze. Now we're not making a big shape here, right? The movement is kind of limited because of the fact that the soles of the feet stay together. But I still want you to feel how you're almost stretching out the outside of your ankles a little bit, but you still can activate the inner thigh and the outer thigh while using this stabilization, kind of pushing each foot against the other. Good, 2 more. And again, feeling how the hips get opened, feeling how the inner thighs get a little bit heavy. Great. And you're gonna put the soles of your feet on the floor and then squeeze everything together. Arms go out to a T position. Inhaling the arms all the way behind you, reaching, reaching, reaching. Finding that extra bit of space, and then exhaling, pushing hands up towards the ceiling. Head, neck, and shoulders follow. And we find our lifted position here. Great, one hand on top of each other, opening nice and wide. And let's bring this right knee into our chest for our starting position. So you're gonna inhale, bring that right leg all the way up. Let's bicycle the leg here for me. We're already gonna start with a twist, everyone. So you're gonna lower down that right leg, twist to the right side, and then come right back to the center. Inhaling, bicycle down. Exhale, twist towards the right with that right stretch leg. So again, finding a moment of release, seeing where can you control this movement a little bit more, and where do you maybe not need to control as much, right? Like when we find that moment of awareness of saying like, I don't actually need to focus so much on my left side because actually I feel pretty stable, but I really need to focus on maintaining this length through my right leg, right? We try and bring our awareness to as many body parts as we can, but sometimes we can let go of some, right? That's the beauty. Controlling some, letting go of others. Even though we never really fully have control, do we? Only what we can do. That's it. Great. Twisting here. Super, 2 more. Great, and then the last time here. Excellent, coming all the way back to the center, knees come back, come up a little bit higher, and you're gonna reach the arms out to the outside of the knees. Okay, so you're gonna bring the arms all the way up, and then we're gonna make our amazing circles because I do love them. And as you come into the center, your knees are gonna come in here for me. Inhaling the arms up, circling all the way around. Great, now you're gonna stretch out your legs and hold. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, circle around. Good, knees come back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, circle. And then soles of your feet go back down on the floor as you inhale, arms up, shoulders down, and exhale, circle around. Great, come up, say hello to the tops of your knees, and then roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Good, so again, finding that rope, reaching yourself a little bit more, extending your fingertips nice and long, melting upper back, middle back, lower back into the floor, shoulders down your back. And then inhaling the arms up towards the ceiling, nice and active. Exhale, pushing head, neck, and shoulders reach, and we find our lifted position. Good, one hand on top of each other, behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Left knee comes in and we stretch it up all the way. So inhaling that left leg down, and then exhale up. And then we start with our twist, engaging the core, keeping the elbows open, using those armpits as your guide, and back to the center. So 7 more to go. And again, this idea here again of how does the right side feel versus the left? Can you let go a little bit of the right side, or do you still need to actively press down into the floor so that you stay stable? And feeling the breath expanding all the way through the front of the ribs, the back of the ribs, and then exhaling. It's really like you're cleansing all of that stale air out. Great, 4 more. Can also make the breath very long, right? This whole thing can be your inhale, and this whole thing can be your exhale. Good, 2 more. Can you melt your shoulders just a little bit further down your back? Can you maybe lift up a tiny bit higher? And then twist here. Super, soles of the feet come back down on the floor. Come up a little bit higher, and then release the hands all the way. This time we're gonna do our backward circle. So you're gonna go back to front. Good, this time the knees come in towards the center. Inhaling, circling around again, feeling the space, everyone. Good, stretching out the legs. Inhaling, circle around. Exhale back. Great, knees come in. And again, what does it feel like when you circle backwards versus forwards? Maybe in one position you feel more empowered, and maybe in the other you don't. No right or wrong, just awareness. And then exhale, roll down, 3, 2, and 1. Awesomeness. So we're gonna actually bring our arms down to a low V, and then palms are gonna go into the floor, finding this reach all the way through the fingertips. Excellent, you're gonna bring your right knee into your chest and then float up the left and finding this nice extended position with the toes. Great, you're gonna inhale, stretch out both legs to a nice lengthened out position, and then exhale them back. So that's the move for the beginning. So you're reaching out and coming on in, and I want you to feel like you're almost swimming through water. What I mean is that there is kind of a nice intentional extension, but that there's still like a softness to it. It's not like a super hard, no space for compassion. It's more like I'm here, I feel my body very intentional, very strong, very active, but there is that space for grace. All right, here we go. The last time we're gonna hold here, you're gonna flex out your feet, and then you're gonna alternate. So you're gonna just kind of run in place with your toes and change it up. Yes, you're still holding your legs nice and long. And if at some point you feel like it's too much, then you can always bend them or bring them back. We've got 5, keep breathing for me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, everything comes back to the center. Then you're gonna lift your arms up so your palms are still down. And you're gonna gently tap your toes down towards the floor, slowly and steadily. Then you're gonna come right back up, pushing your arms down. So you're inhaling, gently tapping, feeling how the lower core is very active, and then exhale, come back. Great, inhaling, reaching with the arms, exhale, lower. And again, maybe you even notice that your arms naturally want to go a bit further back. It's totally fine. I don't want you to think that there's a stopping point. The only stopping point is when you would lose your form. But kind of trust what your body needs to open up at this moment. Good, we're going to do 2 more. And again, just still maintaining that concept that your entire spine is melted onto the floor and that your lower back isn't lifting up. Great, all the way here. Fantastic. From here, you're going to bring your hands underneath your bum. So it's kind of like you're making a triangular shape and you're resting the lower back on there. And then you're going to melt your upper back a little bit more into the floor, feeling how that groundedness is there. And then I want you to inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the floor, and elbows come off of the mat, shoulders stay down. Great, you're going to stretch your legs all the way up. You're going to come on down to a point where you feel like you can hold it, whatever that looks like, and then you're going to turn your legs out. Good, you're going to open up and squeeze together for 5, 4, engaging that core, 3, resisting out and in, 2, 1, lift it all the way up, turn the knees back to the center, and then rotate back towards the middle. Slowly lower on down, 3, 2, and 1. Great, we're going to do that one more time. So again, you have the support of your hands on the lower back. Inhaling, head, neck, and shoulders up, lifting, and again, elbows come off the floor, shoulders down your back. Stretching up the legs, lowering it down to a position where you can hold whatever that looks like. Turn out the feet, and then open up and squeeze together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rotate the knees back upwards and then float your knees back into the middle. Slowly lower on down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's release and then put your feet back on the floor. Excellent. You're going to extend both legs all the way out, stretching out the arms all the way behind you, feeling that lift from the middle. What does that lift mean? It means that even if your core is active and you're grounding down, you still feel how you can lift easily and with a sense of purpose. Great, so you're inhaling the arms all the way up. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. We're reaching, lengthening forward, finding that nice long roll-up space. You may even feel the backs of your legs at this moment, but remember, that's the secondary point. Primary lift is here. The core comes in, the spine gets space, it stretches forward. Your shoulders are down, your arms are parallel to the floor. You may even give yourself a little smile. Good, flex out a little bit more for me. And then exhale again, engaging the core as you roll down on 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, forward. Great, inhale, reach a bit more. And exhale, roll all the way back down, flexing out through those heels. Last time in this position, inhaling all the way up. Exhale, long. Inhale, smile, and exhale, peel down. Great, here we go. We're gonna circle the arms around this time, and you're gonna come all the way up to your nice, tall, seated position. Again, if you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees. You're sitting up tall, your hips are grounded, your super spine, I said super spine, is very spacious. And you're gonna twist towards the right for a moment for me. Great, I want you to hinge back just a little bit. And when you feel like, yep, I'm at my point, we're gonna articulate and you're gonna curl down all the way on that right side only, circling the head, neck, and shoulders down, tapping through the middle. We're gonna go back to the right side. So you're inhaling, kind of circling around on the right, curling up until you find that hinge position. And then you're gonna lift on up and twist back to the center. Wasn't that amazingly beautiful? Great, we're gonna do that 2 more times on the right first. Inhaling towards the right twist. Exhaling, hinging back in a nice, comfortably active position. Inhaling, curling super slow, trying to activate the right side a little bit more. And then exhale back to the middle. Great, inhale, circling around to the right. Exhale, curling up, finding that hinge position again. Cool. Inhale, stack on up, and exhale, twist. Good, one more time. Inhaling, twist, shoulders down. Exhale, hinge. And again, you find that maybe this time you can go a little bit further back, maybe not. Inhaling, curling, articulating. And again, that feeling and sensation between hinging back with that straight spine versus curling and articulating. Hi again. Good. Back to the middle. And all the way here. Super. We're going to actually curl through the center just for a moment to stretch out the spine. Kind of spine stretch forward, wide. So again, your feet are flexed, your spine is long. You feel that the core is lifted. You can feel, I said feel a lot today. Today's a feeling day, everyone. You feel the space between your spine, that spacious spine. And then you're gonna stack up all the way on 3, 2, and 1. There's always that word of the day. Today's a feeling day. Good, inhaling to the left as we look outside with the snow. Cool. Exhale, hinge back, keeping that spine super straight. Great, and then we curl down on that left side as we inhale. And exhale, find your way back to the middle. Great. Inhale, smile as we curl. Exhale, stack as we lift to this back hinge. Inhale, stack on up. And exhale, retwist. Let's keep going. Inhale, twist. Exhale, activate as we curl down. Good. Inhale, curling around, finding that lift. Super. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist last time. Inhale, keeping the arms nice and strong, hinging back on the exhale, holding for that moment. Good. Inhaling, curling down on that left side. Exhaling back to the center, flexing out through the heels. Super. Inhale, curling around, finding that hinge as we lift. Great. Lifting on up with the inhale, and then exhale, twisting back to the center. Super. Stack up a little bit more. Come up and over, feeling that space again. Remember, Pilates has many, many points, but spine health is one of them. So I always want your spine to be happy, supported, healthy, spacious, and strong. Good. Inhale a little bit longer. And then exhale, stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Awesomeness, everybody. Let's come over here onto all fours. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of going to do a little bit of that hip stuff again. So it's it'll be a little bit differently, or a little different this time, but I kind of liked that. I think it felt really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to have everything aligned, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and you're going to stack the right leg out and then the left, so you have your nice supported plank position. And then you're going to bring your right knee a little bit forward so that your left leg is still strong and lengthened on the floor. Your elbows are back. Good. You're going to stretch up the left knee so you feel that this hip is opening, but you're still not sitting into the hip too much, right? There's a secondary stretch here that I want you to still feel how the lift is coming from that core. Great. You're going to reach the arm up and over, and you're going to basically try and twist just a little bit, reaching towards that back leg, even though we're not actually touching it. And then you're exhaling, coming on back. Great. Shifting the weight ever so slightly, inhaling the left arm now. And again, your twist may look very big. It may look very small. Your neck may want to follow your arms, or actually you may say, no way, I'm going to look down at the floor, switching arms again. So again, you can also completely keep your gaze downwards. You don't have to move your neck with it. It's really up to you about where you're at this moment. Good. Shifting hands so the right hand is nice and grounded. Inhaling, opening up on the left. And then exhale back. Good. I want you to push up a little bit more. Open up wide here. Fantastic. And then you're going to take a nice deep breath, and you're going to extend this right leg on top of the left. Good. So you're in your supported plank here. You're going to shift your weight back, stretching up your right leg, and then you're going to come through the middle, bringing the right knee in towards the center. You might need to adjust your hands like I just need to do. Inhale, stretching on up, extending that right leg out. Exhale, coming into the middle. Good. 3 more. 2. Last time. Great. I want you to bring the right leg again on top of the left and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Uncross your feet, tuck your knees, bend your knees, untuck your toes, and shift your weight back. Great, everyone. Let's come back into the center. So again, finding your way, either curling or walking all the way back out into your supported starting position. Again, adjust as needed. Shoulders, elbows, wrists are aligned, elbows are back. Take a deep breath, extending that left foot and then the right. Great. And then melting this left knee kind of in the front and keeping that right leg lifted. If you feel like this is not working, you can of course put that right knee down, but I just want you to see if you can allow for that moment of reach. Great. Here we go. So you're taking the left arm, coming up and over, and then kind of reaching again, choosing to move your neck or not, and then exhale back. But I still want you to feel where the twist is coming from, right? This twist or this opening is still coming from your waist, not necessarily just your chest. And then exhale back. Good. One more time on each side. Again, choosing to move the neck or not. And again, you can still feel like your hips are kind of opening up as you naturally work with gravity, but I don't want you to give in to gravity too much. I still want you to feel how you can ground down and lift up simultaneously. Good. Opening up here for a moment. Elbows are nice and active. And then you release the leg, bringing the left leg on top of the right for a moment. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. You shift your weight back. Stretch up that left leg. And then exhale, come on in for 5, 4. And again, we're still trying to keep the upper back open. 3, 2. Last time here. 1. Great. Left foot on top of the right. Holding here for 5. Elbows back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super. Uncross the feet. Bring those knees down and then shift your weight all the way back. Okie dokie, let's come back here. I'm gonna sit down for a moment and just kind of shake everything out. So again, I don't want anything to be too tight. We're gonna take our fingers and just rotate, interlace our fingers. Bring our fingertips nice and long forward. Bring our arms all the way up. Good, giving yourself a little extra bit of shoulder stretch. Inhale back to the center and push away as you come down. Good, and then opposite hands or opposite direction, interlacing so that your palms are facing your body. And then coming on down first, allowing for the stretch through the shoulders. Your neck can come down slightly. And then inhale, stretching up backwards. And exhale back. Awesome, stretchy time is over. So let's bring this right hand